Howdy, folks. Brent here from the Many Colored Death. I figured while we are deciding on the future of the band, and we've got a new album coming up that's going to be dropping on September 6th. Thought it might be fun to, since not playing shows or anything at the moment, might be fun to talk about some of the songs that are on the new album. And I thought, what better way to start than with the single that we already released, Ashes. Talk a little bit about that song. So I put out a little playthrough of the solo part of that, and that was fun to do. Actually, that take that you saw me playing there ended up being the actual solo on the record. So I just happened to be filming while I was doing that and thought, if one of these works, that's great. And that one ended up being the one that ended up on the album. So that said, this particular song, I believe, was somewhat early in the process of the songs that were written. This one, like a lot of MCD songs historically, has come out of a tuning on the guitar that just sometimes when the regular tunings aren't sparking the old imagination, picking up a guitar in a different tuning or just throwing a couple of strings in something weird, all of a sudden you get some voicings and things that sound cool or sound different or put different notes under your fingers. And so this song is no exception. This was sort of born out of this tuning. And then I think other parts of it, the intro, I'm pretty sure was just something I just did it jamming at practice and thought, oh, that's cool, let's just make that the beginning. So, yeah, so for this particular song, and what I'm going to do is, for this video, there will be a playthrough, just a rhythm guitar playthrough of the whole song, just for fun. And then I think I'll do a different video where I talk about the maybe the lyrics and things like that, and how the song came about. But this first one's just going to be about, you know, kind of the creating of the song and everything, and playing through it. So our standard tuning has always been E flat in this band. That's just your normal A440, but everything's down a half step. So this song, the guitar is tuned that way, except for the low string. The low string is actually a B flat or an A sharp, which is pretty low. The only, I know there's a bunch of songs that people have done that sort of thing. The two that I know personally are Soundgarden did it on Rusty Cage, so that's where you get that real. That's with them. So I've played songs in that tuning before, and I don't remember that that's what made me have a guitar in that, and I came up with the riff. But and then the other one is Prison Sex by Tool. So you can do fun things with that. It sparks different ideas. For this one, what's nice about that tuning is when you play a bar chord on your A string and your D string in that second position, and then you add that low note open over the top of it, so you can kind of chug on that note and get some cool chords to come out of it like that. Or in the chorus, I do that same thing. We leave that open, and so you get kind of a neat transition there. So it just makes for some different voicings and things like that, and that's sort of what the song was born out of, coming up with that main riff. And then sort of basing, that became the main foundation of the song, and then it's just finding things that work around that. I think pretty early on I had that. And then the next part, you leave that note and you introduce the A string, so, and then you bring it up to that C position, that 3rd fret. And then 2 bar chords, back to that. So that percolated for quite a while, and then came up with that chorus. Eventually we go into sort of a bridge, or I don't even know if you call it a bridge, but it's the pre-solo section where it just jumps into regular chords. It's your normal D shape there, up to that E, and then I go back down to that open, but I'm playing a chord underneath it, and you get that with it. Back to that D at the 5th fret, and then my favorite chord probably in the song. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know what any of them are called, to be honest with you. That's the chord I like, and then down to an A. You got that? And then you kind of go back to what we started the song with in the beginning, with that sort of driving hammer-on thing that we did at the beginning, where we moved it. That's all the intro is, but when we go into it that second time without moving up, we stay there, and then you get the little noodly thing that's sort of the intro into the solo. And that's one of those things. I love riffs that hang over the drum beat. So when you're playing something in sort of a straight time, and then you have a riff that hangs over and dips back, you get that sort of that works. That's normal. And then you're coming in kind of on the upbeat after it. So I've always enjoyed little things that hang over like that, and then really it gave me a way to build into the solo, because the first bit of the solo is that progression. And I start the solo with that. So it gives you sort of a takeoff point to drive straight into the solo, where it feels like it's more a part of the song or the little riff that you're playing, and you're driving into. I always like solos that are like that. So solos that follow the chords, solos that feel more like parts and less like, hey, look at me moments. I mean, if I'm being 100% honest with you, I don't know that I've got the hey, look at me chops. I didn't develop those as well, but I love solos that if you take them out of the song, it feels like something's missing. It feels like a part of the song has been taken out, not just something. So my favorite lead players were always, of course I liked guys that had lots of chops and could do crazy things, but really I sort of tend to enjoy solos. Not even about speed or technical wizardry. It's just like, how does it fit the song? How does it emote, or how does it continue what's going on in the song in that way? So that's what I try to do with this one, is really just have something that sort of worked into the riff itself, like I'm just carrying it. I've taken that riff and now I'm moving it into a different place and doing a little something there. Again, I don't know what the notes are called. I don't know what kind of scale that's in. I know that sounds, I'm sure that's something, and if someone wants to tell me what that is in the comments, that'd be amazing. Yeah, so that's kind of those are the main parts of the song. There's only 3 or 4 particular parts, so it's not a super long song. So anyways, I'm gonna cue up the playthrough and let you guys, I'm just gonna play the song, and if you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to hear, I'm going to try to do this with pretty much all the songs. that I can do it with off the record, and just talk about them, how they came about, that sort of thing. Like I said, this is just I've already done the solo. I did it a long time ago. You can see I have a different haircut, but this is me sort of just talking about the beginnings of the song and that sort of thing, and the riffs involved, and then the little playthrough of the rhythm parts of the song. The next one I'll talk a little bit about the lyrics and that sort of thing, the inspiration behind that, and I hope you guys enjoy that too. Anyways, here's the playthrough. See ya.